Good evening and welcome back to The Return of the Nine. My name is Lawrence and I am playing Orion, the human pugilist who specializes in the sweet science. Also joining us tonight is Carolyn.
Hi, I'm playing Regali, the human glamour bard.
And joining us as well is Hobie.
Hello, I'm Hobie. I'll be playing Frederick, the half-elf warlock. And I kind of specialize with the sword.
Fantastic. And the last member of our party is Tom.
Hey, I'm Thomas. I play Ember, the Firbolg Druid, and I specialize in fire.
And orchestrating our adventure tonight, as always, is Dennis, our Dungeon Master.
Welcome.
So, for those of you tuning back in, we ended off last session having traveled to Diamond Lake to locate a wizard by the name of Illustra, as we had discovered somebody who was stuck in a tree over by the Swirling Dragon. We roamed around this little mining village, mining town that looks like it's kind of on its last legs. Shenanigans ensued, maybe a bar fight, maybe some wonderful music by the docks, and we have all gathered back at our wizard's abode, and we are preparing to go back to the Swirling Dragon to rescue Peg, who seems to be in a hard spot. Rather, he seems to be stuck in a hard spot.
What kind of tree was it again? Is it a hardwood?
We didn't ask.
I think Ember would know right off the bat that it was a sugar maple. Okay, where are you?
We are in Illustran's home, getting ready to travel back to the Swirling Dragon to rescue Eggleston.
Well, we were all going to gather there for lunch before we
dragon.
headed back. So...
The Sleeping Dragon.
Yes, I keep saying the Swirling Dragon, but it is the Sleeping Dragon.
It was the Sleeping Dragon, and we were going specifically to investigate the swirl. But we all just call it the potato.
The flying potato.
Okay. So they say they're just going to arrive at the floating potato and then you show them where the dude is.
Correct.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. Do you remember, did you chip enough away from his mouth that he can do better than fart noises, or is he still fart noising?
He's still fart noises only, with a slightly bloody lip. Maybe because I rolled a 6.
Oof. Not great.
Well, like I said, when Frederick was kind of giving me that look, I've cut myself worse shaving.
Okay, so
We'd have to know more about your morning routine before we know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Actually, Orion's only 17. He's still baby faced, so he doesn't shave.
Or when he does, he cuts himself up pretty bad.
Not good reasoning for trying to cut near someone else's face.
It seemed like a good idea at the time, Ember. It really did.
What's your wisdom score again?
Actually, his wisdom isn't bad. It's a 12.
Not bad.
above average.
Yep. He might, Orion might not be the smartest guy in the room, but he can recognize good ideas and bad ideas for the most part.
For the most part.
His intelligence?
9. He's got like half orc intelligence.
It's okay, we still love him.
All right.
You are more than welcome to partake of the wonderful soup that has been prepared. It is a cheese soup made from the heels of very hard, stinky cheese like Parmesan.
Ooh.
And there's noodles in it that you've never tasted before, but they're kind of slick tasting and they've got a bite to them. And when you bite into them, they release this flavor. It's just absolutely fantastic. Thomas's character may want the recipe from this halfling woman who seems to be running the show. She's not happy having to treat you like guests, but you are, after all, a very large woman. So, yeah.
Maybe, hey, Ember, maybe to win her over, we can ask her if she needs any ingredients from the area that we're going to be traveling to. Maybe that'll placate her and she'll share some stuff with you.
Yeah, Ember knows everything that's in the woods there.
Good idea. I will offer this.
As the little half elf or halfling lady scuttles by, I tug her sleeve and say, "My friend Ember would like to talk to you for a moment."
Don't touch me. You
My,
do
my-
not touch me.
My apologies,
Miss Marley.
Miss Marley. Sorry. Your
What is it?
food, Your food is very good, Miss Marley.
Thank you. It's my old family recipe.
In the
I
odd
would
place.
love to
we're
see the
afraid
recipe.
to-
Also, if you would like any ingredients from the forest, I am more than willing to offer.
You want to get me ingredients from the forest.
If you would like, yes.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you have more important things to do with the master.
Oh yeah, but I can always pick some up along the way.
I said good day.
Okay.
Because people love it when you confirm that you have more important things to do.
Yeah, you're right. I do have more important things to do, but let me see if I can pencil you in.
You do have to free a guy from a tree. You don't know any better.
True. Well, and in Ember's defense, she hasn't been around humanoids that much, so lesson learned.
Hmm.
I mean, Orion eventually has to learn the lesson that he can't punch his way out of every problem.
Whoa, whoa,
Someday.
spoilers.
We'll see. Just because he learns the lesson doesn't mean he'll follow the lesson.
So, in this period of time in which we're eating and kind of gathering ourselves for the mission, can Regali take a look at Alustin's library?
After lunch, Alustin is smoking his pipe, and he's just kind of moseying over, and he's in the library, and he goes, "What is it I can show you, my dear?"
Well, I have this little, and I pull out the paper I scribbled the incantation on. I was hoping I could look up the origins of this.
Ah, abyssal. I'm afraid I don't have any abyssal books here. Quite hard to get a hold of, and most likely under lock and key, my dear woman.
Oh, I
Yes.
see.
How did you come across this particular phrase? It's very interesting.
It was in a pamphlet we found at the Sleeping Dragon.
It seems to be a curse against, of all other things, the goddess of magic.
Oh, my.
Very interesting indeed.
That's good to know.
I should caution you, my good person, not to use this in mixed company.
Mixed company?
Yes, paladins perhaps. I would not be speaking abyssal.
Understood.
Clerics, most clerics, I would assume, yes.
Yep.
So certainly not anyone of nobility. Present company accepted, of course.
Of course. That's good to know.
Yes, quite right. It seems my bowl has gone less aflame. Shall we go? Are we ready?
Quite.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
This small chance of percentage, this goes haywire, mind you. Quite small, in fact. I've never been where we're going, but it's, as long as you all have been there, I'm pretty sure it's still fresh in your memories. What I need you to do is if we could all just clasp hands together and step into the magic circle and everyone think of this floating potato.
Quite.
All right.
Put your hands out.
You hear this
You
You hear this popping noise, and he tells you to close your eyes and imagine standing next to the floating potato, right about where your small cooking fire was that you had going. And then you hear the popping sounds get louder and quicker, and then all of a sudden you can hear the birds and the wind in the trees, and you are now outside, and you turn around, and sure enough, there you are, toes close to where you used to have your cooking fire, all of you standing there, and Elustin with a big grin on his face.
Oh, that was magnificent.
Yes, quite.
That's pretty. That's
Where
pretty
is this tree chap you speak of?
This way.
Ah, yes. So did you end up getting in the swirl?
Yes, we did.
Oh, good. And could you quite possibly share with me where it went
It was.
as you're walking?
It was this big empty space. We were just, sort of floating through. There were different items just floating through the space with no direction or landscaping of any kind. It seemed to be some sort of between worlds.
Can you describe the smell?
There didn't seem to be any smell. It almost felt as if there wasn't air, but we didn't have trouble breathing.
Yeah, it was weird.
Did you meet anyone while you were there? How did you escape?
Yes, there were some, there was a creature in a cage. Friendly fellow. We let him out. No trouble there. He was just very talkative, glancing at Orion. Super not fighty.
Nope, not at all. Perfectly
And then-
gentle fellow. Hear about that?
He departed and left us kind of rotating on this cube through emptiness. And then there was a, I don't want to say flying because that involves catching winds, but ship-like thing that rescued us from out of nowhere and transported us back here.
And what did they look like?
Well,
They was gangly guys with like a.
Not enough skin stretched over too much bone.
Yeah.
A bit desiccated, were they?
very
well,
much so.
Yeah,
yes.
but not like they was actually dead.
And
Just
you,
like they was.
you survived an encounter with the Githyanki.
Yes, that was, yes, we survived and they didn't threaten to keep anybody.
And how did you get the swirl open?
It was the components of a spell kind of as powders on, you'd have to ask Duke Fox for the details. He knows all of the components he used. but they were applied, and then we used a spell catalyst, and it sunk into the grooves and opened.
Please do not refer to Fox as a duke.
Was I wrong? Is he not a duke?
No, he's not a duke.
Sorry.
However,
He's
however,
a count.
however inflated his ego, I'm not sure what he
Bard's
told
always
you.
exaggerating details.
I'm sorry.
And how did you get back?
The Githyanki
Yes. How did you get back?
just very, very generously offered to do a spell circle. Not as smooth as yours, definitely.
And they did this without asking for anything in return.
Oh no,
Oh.
they had a reasonable price, but
Ah, yes. Thank you. You have restored my faith in the Githyanki once again. Oh, look at this fine fellow trapped in the tree. How do you do? All right. Well, since he's only got one hand and an ear, how about if one of you grab the ear and one of you grab his hand, and then we'll make another circle, and hopefully the wood won't come with us. Yes, I do believe we're far enough away from the floating potato to give this a try. Just a quick glance looking for any troublesome fae. If you all wouldn't mind giving me a perception check. We want to make sure nothing's gonna go afoul.
well,
Nothing's gonna go a fae, I guess.
9.
Da-da-da. Yes, you're quite the big help, aren't you? Anyone else? Anyone at
18.
all? 22. Oh, nice. Okay, excellent. You do, in fact, see a cluster of pixies, and they do seem to be watching you very intently. However, they have taken very defensive positions.
Hey, I see a group of them just right over there.
All right. Yes, quite too far away to bolster anything, unless Ember, my dear, could you quite look around for any kind of a natural trap they may have placed here?
Sure,
Thank you.
I can do that.
And the bard as well. Yes, I'm sure you've laid a few traps in your day. We're looking for something extremely tiny, mind you. These pixies rarely think
Really little.
grandiose size.
Hey, Frederick,
Yeah.
do you see any goats over there? We've run out of goat meat.
I don't see it yet.
Okay.
Keep an eye out though.
Ooh. Regali, you do find one and you set it off.
Oh, dear.
You hear this whistle right past your earlobe. And now the guy's got a little dart in his temple, the guy who's in the tree, and he goes,
Found one. You're welcome. Pull it out.
now he's looking a little woozy. All right. Shall we then, on the count of 3, everyone?
Take his ear.
All right. You got his ear. Who's got his hand?
I'll grab his hand.
Okay. So Orion's on the hand. Regali's on the ear. He starts his mumbo jumbo, and you hear that popping sound again. And with his DC, it's extremely hard to miss. And you are back in the magical circle of Alustin's house in his off the library study. And there is a person standing next to you. However, he seems to be encased in a very small veneer of wood. But he's moving, and he kind of pulls his face out of the wooden envelope, and he starts to peel it away like some kind of dead skin. And he steps out, and he stretches, and he says, "I really have to use the bathroom. Do you mind?" And Alustin says, "Oh no, quite, dear fellow. It's round the hall there and down. Just follow the smell." All right.
Well done, crew.
Yes, quite. I paid you, right?
Yes, quite.
This chap is the one who said that he would pay, so I assume it's okay if he owes me.
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
All right. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm a little concerned over the state of your lake. I was told that you're the smartest man in town and might have a way to address the pollution of the lake that's leading to the collapse of your fishing economy in this locale.
I hadn't given that much thought, I'll be honest with you. I'll have a talk with my brother. He's the mayor, you know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, on that, I understand he's family, but you might want to have a really good chat with him because it might be that your brother, I think his name is Smink.
Wait,
is-
your brother's Smank?
Yes.
yeah, he might not be doing such a good job. I think the town would be far better off if you took a more active role, because this is a dying town.
Oh
It was
no, the
really
mining
bad by the lake.
the mining concerns are quite rich. Have you seen the houses?
Yes, but they're ruining the lake. They're dumping everything in the lake. All the fishermen were just in a terrible state. I had men
Yes.
begging to marry me just so they could get out of here.
Maybe I should send word to the druids in Silvery Moon and have them come out and have a look. Would that satisfy you?
Oh, most definitely. I'm
I-
sure they would know how to help.
You might want to contact a fellow by the name of Cullen as well. I think he's got some good ideas for the town. So between this fellow Cullen and Druids,
Cullen?
yes, you might be able to get this town back.
Cullen
up
the
and-
White Half Orc.
Yeah, we met. Frederick and I met him.
Oh, my dear boy, the man's a blunt tool.
Ah, no, he's quick.
Even blunt tools can be very useful if somebody with your level of intelligence directs them.
Oh, yes.
That blunt tool might have a sharper edge than you think. Don't judge a book by its cover.
And you have so many nice books.
Interesting. I will, I'll look into it.
Thank you. We
So
appreciate
now there's two things on my to-do list that I didn't have a while ago.
it. So sorry.
Not sure it was worth 200.
Hey, golly. One Fox wanting to go back to going to Silver and Moon or something like that?
I thought he
Yes.
wanted to go back to
Or where is he?
Everlund.
He was on-
Everland.
oh, all right.
We gotta-
Everlund. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So we'd better go help Count Fox.
Yeah, we should go scoop Count Fox up and start making our way back to Everland.
Thank you for your time and hospitality.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Feel free to check in again anytime.
Thank you.
Well, that's awfully nice of you. Anybody got anything else they want to do in town, or should we scoop the count up and get underway?
To the Tilgast estate.
All right.
Oh, he's my backyard neighbor. Just cut across the lawn, dear girl.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Yes,
how
quite.
nice.
Across the lawn it is.
What time
Okay.
of day? What time of day? Because it doesn't seem like it took us all that long. We were
Oh, it didn't-
supposed to. We were
Didn't
supposed
take
to.
you any time at all.
Okay. So we
Sorry.
still got a good half day to travel.
If it's 1 p.m., I'd be quite surprised.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock on the front door of the Tilgast estate.
Okay.
Or the back door if we went through the yards.
So the door opens and out, who knocked, by the way?
Orion.
Right. The door flies open, and in a huff is this rather cross gnome, and he is not happy at all to be anywhere doing anything. He kind of shoves you in the waist, and he says, in his with his accented twang that he has from being a gnome, "Step aside or get stepped on."
Oh, terribly sorry. Pardon. We're looking for a friend of ours, Count Fox.
Go on in. I don't care.
Thank you.
Okay. I walk by him. I look at Frederick. Feisty little fellow, isn't he?
Yeah. But them's the one you gotta watch out for.
All right.
Yeah, I learned that one in Everlund in the bar. That elf cooked me. No, that halfling cooked me, but good.
Orion, you've seen this many times before. Certainly Frederick has, hanging out with you, is the gin rose of someone who drinks a lot of alcohol.
Yep.
As this very large, boisterous man, it seems to be trying to catch up to the gnome. And he is actually wearing some kind of crest on his brooch that's keeping his cloak around his neck. He's in, he's got a very long dagger, a very long sword, and it is a long sword.
Okay.
And he's also wearing a chainmail shirt and a full breastplate. He's also got quite the flamboyant hat. And he runs into you and says, "Oh, new in town. Great. Welcome, Sheriff Cubbin. If you need anything, let me know. Got to catch that guy. Hold on." And he
Good luck.
stands away.
Okay. Well,
All right. Inside, you see a maid, and she's kind of exhausted, and she just goes, "Oh, we're all out of rooms."
Terribly sorry to be a bother. We're just here to see Count Fox.
Oh, the Count is, where is he? He's, oh yes, the Impala.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Past the library, second door on the right. Okay. You walk in, and sure enough, there is Count Fox looking at books in a bookcase, and there, standing next to him, is a cleric of the Church of St. Cuthbert.
okay.
Oops, let me make sure that's right. Is it St. Cuthbert?
I tuck my notebook deeper into my pocket, just in case clerics can sense abyssal.
Let's see. No, Heronius.
Okay.
Fancy name.
No.
A cleric
Wait.
of Heronius?
Tears the justice of God.
Yeah.
Heronius Rao. Helm is right out, being non-good and not at all chivalrous. Yeah. Good. All right. So I guess it is Helm.
Helm? A cleric of Helm?
Like the helm of a ship?
Got a protection.
So, a big old gauntlet with a staring eyeball on it as a symbol?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. Hey, Count Fox. We
Oh, yes. How are you, fine people, today?
we are
Doing pretty good.
we're doing very well. we just wanted to let you know we've already gotten Peg out of that sticky situation. So when you're ready to head back to Everlund, we're ready as well.
Hmm.
We
Sticky situation.
it was a maple.
Because it's
Um,
a tree.
Tree sap
Sorry.
can be sticky. We've got a good 5 hours of daylight. If you want to take off, we can get a start right now.
Hmm. Yes, there is a small issue of one thing I'd like to check out.
Okay.
It seems 15 years ago, this place is riddled with or abandoned mines. It seems that there was a particular place that the children used to dare each other to spend the night in, and one child never came back. That was 15 years ago, I believe. And he looks at the cleric, and the cleric goes, I think we should check it out before we leave.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Sure.
I've been hearing some very disturbing things, not just about this town, about some of the goings-on here.
Like what?
Disturbing how?
What have you been hearing?
How did you find Alustin, personally?
He seemed fairly aloof.
Obtuse almost.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe not quite in tune as to what's going on in the town.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to say self-centered and selfish, but that type of real smart where you're not picking up on
Too concerned.
social cues and what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's-
wasn't too concerned with others.
Not unkind, but certainly a little self-absorbed. I don't know. You just have to be really forthright about things.
Really fancy and handy travel spell, though. Why do you ask?
Okay.
Well, there's some goings-on here that my friend has informed me about. I'm not quite sure we should leave yet without checking to make sure something isn't afoot.
Absolutely.
Does your friend have a
We
name?
only wanted to leave because we knew you wanted to get back to
Everlund.
Everland. But if you want to stay, we can absolutely stay. We just didn't want to inconvenience you.
Yes. Do you mind getting a room at the inn? I shall pay for it, of course. There's some things I want to check out before we go.
Sure.
Sure.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Count Fox. Does your friend have a name? You are a cleric of Helm?
Yes, he is, but he's taken a vow of silence, you see.
Oh, okay.
And the cleric bows deeply.
This is the second guy we couldn't talk to. We should maybe look into learning sign language.
That's probably a good idea.
Yes. So I shall be at the records office down by the mayor's residence, and you all shall go get a room, and I shall pay for it. I believe I'm still known in this town. Otherwise, you may drop Alustin's name.
All right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to head off to the tavern.
Yep.
The feral dog does not have rooms, but the other one in town, the nice one,
Yay!
Oh man.
Our party's really split on sleeping preferences. Ember wants to sleep in the woods. Regali wants the night sand, and you guys want the...
The dives.
Got stuff to do there.
Oh, that's much too small. Goodness.
Hey, Frederick, I gotta ask your opinion. Actually, Regali and Ember, I need your opinion on this as well. This is as we're walking towards the tavern, whose name will be revealed soon. So I've got this, and I hold up my goat head,
Jeez.
right?
You're still carrying that thing around?
Yeah, I'm still carrying that thing around. I'm torn. I mean, this. I guess the goat does have two horns. Should I make one horn into like a drinking horn, or I was thinking of like hiring somebody to hollow it out to like make a horn where that you blow, or should I make both since I've got one goat head and two horns?
Suppose you could do both. You could also get it set up to where it's like a hat. So you got the goat horns.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Then if somebody swings for your head, it like gives extra protection.
Yeah,
Maybe you could even like headbutt people.
yeah, this is always done really well.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
know.
you should do both. I'll use the skull as a hat.
Hey, if you want, yeah, absolutely. That might go with the whole druid look. I'm okay. When we get back to Everlund, I'll see if I can find somebody to hire to carve myself out a drinking horn and a horn. Regali, if I had a horn, I could help you when you're singing in bars.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
Teamwork.
great idea.
Yeah, great idea. Let's.
Yay.
Oh, now Orion's super happy.
Oh, if I had a horn.
Ember's gonna have a nice new hat. I'm gonna have a drinking horn, and I get to play music with Regali.
So fun.
Your life is looking so well. All right, I'm going to share a map
Help
with
with
you.
music too. Or take her spoon and frying pan and do it like a symbol.
All right, here we go.
All right.
So this is the Emporium down here.
Yep.
Okay. And this is Abel Carter Coaching Inn. Abel Carter here in the north, they have a big line of coaches and teamsters and horses and carts, and it's a real dog and pony show. At the inn here, and it's rather noisy, is 1 gold a day for a room and 5 silver if you stay here and pay your 1 gold. It's only 5 silver to keep your horse.
Okay.
Okay. As you walk in, you realize the entire restaurant has been taken over by 7 extremely rambunctious halflings. Not only are they drunk, and it's just past lunch, but they've also eaten most of the good food that they currently have here.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to suggest that Regali and Frederick go talk to the barkeep to secure rooms. I think they're a little bit better talking to folks and things not going south.
Okay.
Will do.
So
All right.
the west wing is not where the halflings are, and they have 2 rooms available if you would like the boys in one and the girls in another.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 gold.
Talk to the horses if we need.
And do you have horses?
We do not.
You're being asked if you would like to keep your horses here.
No, we do have horses. Didn't Count Fox provide us horses to make the trip from Everlund to the potato shorter?
I thought we had decided not to do that because Ember couldn't ride. What did we settle on?
No, we got
I-
horses.
I believe you did have horses.
Yeah.
And
Okay, yes.
Ember was on a very large horse.
Yeah, like a,
Yeah.
a Clydesdale or
Like
something
a draft,
like that.
yeah, draft horse or something like
Yeah.
that.
So, okay. Do they have a bed mattress large enough for someone who's 6'10"?
No, we would have to stretch one out on the floor.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Ember?
I can sleep on the floor. It's no problem. I prefer it.
I look this way, but you're actually that way. All right. So what do you guys want to do? We got some time to kill before the count finishes up whatever he's doing at the records office.
Yeah. Imagine he'll probably find us here, so we probably shouldn't stray too far away.
It's true.
I think Vergali should start some singing. I mean, we're in a tavern. She knows all the good drinking tunes.
It's true.
This would be a very nice place to play. Yes.
Will do. So that's a 9.
Okay. Well, they're happy that someone's trying.
Man, we gotta get you that horn. Help her out.
Oh my god. Do the halflings at least like it? They're drunk, right?
Ryan, you should talk to those half-orcs.
Thought they were halflings.
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 It's a little different.
They all look the same to me.
I can see why halflings and half orcs look the same.
Is this
I-
like when people say they don't see race, Ember saying she doesn't see height?
Or weight.
Or any
Hey,
other
race,
distinguishing features.
gender.
So I guess we can take
Age.
this time. We can take this time as we're sitting at a table, having a drink, to educate Ember on the difference between tiny little halflings and larger, burly half orcs.
Yeah.
I mean, this is part of her education, as she wants to get to know humanity and civilization a little more.
And I'm gonna retune my violin.
Aren't they all like basically the same?
Well, I mean, if you count, everybody has 8 fingers and 2 thumbs and 10 toes being the same, then yeah, we are. But I don't think that the halflings would appreciate being called half-orcs and vice versa. Halflings seem to be pretty, as a general rule of thumb, pretty happy-go-lucky folks, whereas sometimes half-orcs are a little grumpy, kind of like me.
Comes down to respecting people's different cultural sensitivities. You have to respect that they might have different set of values. And that them might not like when you imply that those don't matter. Because they matter very much to them.
And what she said.
As you make a half orc angry, he might just bite your head off.
Yeah. All right. So you play, the halflings kind of stop the revelry and they look up at the stage like that.
Can I do a sleight of hand check to retune my viol?
Sure.
Okay. Natural 20.
All right. So you're in tune, but your performance is still far from.
Yeah.
So they get
Can I
up.
try and help her?
They get up and they walk out towards the stables and still pushing and joshing and jarring with each other. But now the place is yours, and the bartender looks at Regali and goes,
You're welcome.
That was
And,
entirely on purpose.
now your lunch is free.
Yay.
You go, Regali.
This
That
is
worked.
a this
I
is
love
a
it. People appreciate my music here.
this is a vegetarian stew.
You
that
always
you're eating.
appreciate your music, Regali.
It's got some nice barley in it, so it's going to be nice and hearty. As you're eating, I don't know if you're going to be able to recognize this. As a man walks in, and he's got two rather large, however, Orion could definitely tell slow. It's his muscle. And right here on their tunic is a black hand.
Okay.
So anybody want to venture a guess or make a roll on religion?
I can take a try on that.
Or is anyone from the Moon Sea area?
Negative.
Okay.
I can try a roll for religion.
I also can try.
11.
19.
Oh,
Ember, that is the symbol of Bane.
Bane?
Yep. God of evil, malicious greater deity of fear, hatred, tyranny, and ruler of Banehold.
goodness.
General all-around jackal.
So bad guy McEvil and his goons arrive.
Yep. And they're talking to the bartender, and he's very nervous, and then he just kind of points at your table and says, and they come walking towards you.
Okay.
It's a bad sign.
It is a bad sign.
Focus on my stew.
My name
Tuck
is,
the book further into my pocket.
okay.
It's gonna rip itself out the bottom soon.
The man in the robes walks up to you, and he just kind of takes his hands out, and you see he's got 3 rings on his finger. And he looks at you all, and he goes, new in town?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah?
We're looking to hire some peoples. Yes, we're looking to hire some peoples. We need something looked into. And when he says that, the 2 bigger guys look at each other and go,
Okay.
Well, we don't really know anybody here yet, so we can't make any recommendations to you.
oh, we'll give you a map. And the 2 big guys laugh.
I just mean I don't know who in this area is good at looking into things, you know.
Well, we were hoping it would be you.
Unfortunately, we're already under contract.
Oh,
And there's a non-compete clause. We're not supposed to take other jobs while working this one job. So we'll get back to you maybe if when we finish up our current gig.
oh, huh. And he turns around and he drags the 2 big guys away, and they have this little huddle.
Oh, guys, I'm so glad we signed that contract.
And he turns around to you guys and he goes, all right, good day. And they leave.
Good day.
All right.
Ooh-wee.
Good job, Regali. I was.
Are we supposed to be accepting of their culture too?
No, they're evil.
It's not so much accepting their culture as not trivializing their culture or stating that it's just the same as somebody else's.
Oh, definitely not the same. See, they're evil.
You know, that was rather interesting how Regali talked our way out of that. I was getting ready to smash this tankard of ale into Chucklehead number one's head.
Well, that would have been a sad waste of ale.
Oh, it's almost empty. Speaking of which, I need another ale.
Okay, so are you continue to drink then?
Yeah.
All right. I guess he'll be a human boy. A human boy comes running in the bar and he says, "It's Count Fox. He needs your help. Come quick."
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Fox is distraught. There's a crowd of people. There's a bunch of apples spilled everywhere, and this cart has been upturned. And sure enough, his friend, the cleric, is lying in a pool of his own blood.
Oh no!
Yes, murder, quite foul.
Ooh. Bludgeoning, stab. I mean,
It looks like two very deep and nasty gashes right across his abdomen area.
If I try to do cure wounds, does anything happen or not so much?
It would if he was alive.
so he's dead.
That's
yet.
a no.
He has, unless you have...
Gashes look like claw marks, or
Oh no, these quite look like short sword.
Okay. Hey, Count Fox, did you see what happened? What happened?
Oh yeah. If you turn him over, you'll see he's got right here on his face, someone has slapped a handprint in black across his face.
Just like the guys we just turned down?
Right. So somebody came up behind him and just went, ugh, and then let him fall. And then when he released his hand, there was this black hand mark all over his face now. Disturbing.
Did you see which direction they
Oh,
went?
no. We had a conversation and we had split up when I heard someone scream out. And that's when I saw two very large men and a cloaked man running away. And I don't know if they were scared or if they had actually done the deed, but it seems as if the amount of time I heard the scream, walked back around the corner, it would have been, they would have been bystanders. They wouldn't necessarily have been perpetrators because there was like a good 30 feet of distance that they would have had to cross instantly for some strange reason or way.
Like,
Okay.
did they look like, and I described the men from the tavern.
Oh, yeah, they looked exactly like that.
Maybe we should go ask them some questions. Is that drunken sheriff around yet or not?
Yes, you'll either find him in his office. And now I have to find the map.
Well, guys,
Phil.
are there not any witnesses?
A little bit like Dora the Explorer.
I'm not sure what good that sheriff is going to be because I don't know if you noticed. Frederick probably noticed, but I think the only thing he's investigating is liquor bottles. So maybe we should track these guys down and see what's going on. I mean, obviously they look like the people who murdered this cleric, but maybe this cleric started the fight. Who knows? What do you guys think?
Well, did you accomplish what you were going to at the records office?
Yes, I did. This is the sheriff's office.
Okay.
You guys are here. Looking
So
at
he
the,
was on his way back to us.
looking at the murder.
So do we need to investigate the murder now or keep investigating what we were investigating?
Fox Fox is a bit anxious. He'd like to go back to his room and have a conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to go up you're going to head on up the road, and the sheriff and the gnome, that whole business is the talk of the town. The gnome somehow, some way, was given and promised a certain amount of money to cut some gems. And now that he's cut them, the person who commissioned this done is nowhere to be found. But
Does he have a description of the guy?
he was staying here. Description. He's a lighthearted fellow, enjoys life, and dresses quite flamboyantly, but you'll never see a weapon on him, although I'm sure he does carry them.
Okay.
And his name is Rick Knoll.
Rick Knoll. Spelled with K?
Ricknol. Rick Knoll.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let's follow Count Fox back to his room because he looks to be. Obviously wants to talk to us, and let's see. Frederick, you take the lead. I'll be rear guard. Regali off to the right. Ember to the left because something's going on and we need to be on high alert.
Sounds good. All right. So you're in the room, and he sits you down, and he takes a drink of something stiff. Where do I begin? Helm. Helm is a very old deity, the eternal sentry, as he's been known. With the full suit of armor, represented the weight of his heavy responsibilities. He was particularly fond of children and often forgave their minor transgressions. Back in the day, the time of troubles, we're talking 1358, when gods walked Toril. There was a bit of business where Bane, Baal, and Merkel, all very evil beings, not quite gods at the time, they tried to get the tablets of fate away from Ao.